Hello and welcome to this Ikena Sales Show, Sales Academy, Sales Martial Arts, where we teach you how to make sales because we believe, and I hope you do, that sales is the lifeblood of every organization. Without sales, the business comes down flat. We're on a series, 8-day series on why you missed the sales. Today we are treating number 5, which is not asking the hard questions. Selling is about asking questions because you want to get into the mind of the buyer or the potential buyer so you can know what appropriate product or service you can recommend to the buyer. The buyer is not happy in quotes because you are there to take away his money. He knows that you are there to take away his money. Why? Because people don't like to buy things, but they like to own things. Okay, so an average buyer comes to you. He doesn't want to give you the money. He's interested in getting the best offer that is the most affordable, sometimes without compromising value. But you miss the sales because you don't ask the hard questions. Some salespeople don't ask questions at all. They allow the buyer guide and determine the flow of the conversation. But as a professional salesperson, you must ask the hard question. What are examples of hard questions? When are you going to pay for it? It's a hard question. Do you have X naira? Let's say your product is 5,000 naira. Do you have 5,000 naira now to pay for it? It's a hard question because it puts the buyer into a spot to make him think about the response he is going to give you. When a buyer says, I'm not interested, okay, salespeople don't ask, why are you not interested? What part of my presentation are you not interested in? When buyer said, I will get back to you, salespeople don't ask, when would you likely get back to me? Would that be tomorrow or the day after? Okay, because you have to help the buyer, guide the buyer through your process to the point where he trusts you enough to give you the money for your products. People don't ask questions like, do you believe anything I say? What part of this information, this service, do you want more information on? If you don't have a sales process, it becomes difficult because your probing questions should be guiding the buyer or the sales conversation towards the clues, towards the point where he parts with his money. Don't forget, the price, this buyer is ready to pay a price that he or she feels is the best there is to that product. But if you don't ask the hard questions, you are likely to lose the sales. Okay, so one of the ways people miss the sales is they don't ask questions. They don't ask what we call probing questions. When a customer walks into your shop or gives you a call, leaves a comment on your online post, he's not so sure because he or she wants to make sure he's doing the right thing. There is this uncertainty with the buyer. Am I paying too much? Is this the right price for it? Is the quality as good as the seller wants me to believe? Are there other offers in the market that I can get? Where can I get this more affordable? The professional seller knows about the uncertainty of the buyer and try to help the buyer douse all that uncertainty. And the best way to do that is by asking questions because you are trying to get into the mind of the buyer. I hope you learned something today. Thank you for your time. Always ask questions. Always ask the hard questions. Not just questions that are irrelevant to your sales, but questions that guide the customer through your sales process. I give you an example in real estate where I am I do a lot of business in real estate, in the sales side of real estate. After I give a presentation, make a post online or whatever, and somebody comments or somebody shows interest, I know my process is the person have to close on the choice of products. I know the next thing is for the person to come for site inspection. I know the next thing is for the person to make payments for the product. Very short process. So in the conversation, I keep asking you, which of the lands or the properties are you interested in? Is it the one in Ibejuleki, or is it the one in Arepo, or the one in Ota, or the one in Lekki? That's a question. All right. Once I get answers to that question, the next thing I know in my sales process is the person needs to come see the property. So I ask, when would you like to come see this property? You have to see what you're going to buy. Isn't that so? And that question, and the man says, or the woman says yes. So when you want to come and see this property, do you want to come on Wednesday or on Saturday? Notice the kind of question I'm asking here. I'm giving him two options. You want to come on Wednesday or on Saturday. Wednesday or Saturday, whichever you pick, you get to come for the inspection. So when the guy says, I want to think about it, I give him options. What do you want to think about, sir? Is it whether Wednesday is a good day or Saturday is a better day? So you must ask questions. Somebody says, I want to talk to my wife about it. Say, sir, man, what part of the product do you want to talk to your wife or your husband about? Is it the price? Is it the location? Is it the quality? Questions extract the real truth, because the customer comes, he or she is all defensive. But probing questions from the professional salesperson extract the real sales objection, why he or she is stalling. I once asked somebody that wants to buy a property but is slagging, and I asked him, is it that you don't have the money? It's a hard question. Is it that the money is not ready now? It's a hard question. And the guy said, come on, man, the money is ready. And he went ahead to buy the product. So leave me a comment, whatever questions you have regards to asking hard questions in your sales conversation. I want to help you get through those problems. My name is Ikenna, your host on this Ikenna Sales Show. And until I come your way tomorrow, have a wonderful day.